Now let's looking at Module 5, starting with the blockchain basics and distributed ledgers. First, by looking at the concept of distributed ledgers, the concept is a database shared, replicated, and synchronized across a decentralized network, and the mechanism is run by consensus among network members, meaning there is no central authorities or banks. And by looking at the core business benefits, they're provided transparencies as it provides near real-time data access for authorized members, which reduce an errors, and also its speed and cost. It cut costs out. It cut cost expensive from it cut costs from a third party intermediaries, and business can keep the middleman costs. And by looking at the real world applications, it is just a theoretical. It actively changes how major industries operate right now. By in finance, it completely transformed trading, settling complex security of in a matters of minutes rather than days. And in supply chain management, it allows companies to track the precise flow of goods and payments in real time and bring total visibility from production to delivery. And now let's looking at cryptocurrencies and blockchain.
So now we're going to talk about what is Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain. What is it exactly? So this map breaks down into Bitcoin, blockchain, and cryptocurrency into 6 simple areas. So blockchain is shared digital record book with no central authority in charge. Everyone on the network can see it, nothing gets erased, and it works as next-gen software for how business share information. And for the Bitcoin is the most well-known cryptocurrency. It's what kickstarted blockchain technology, and it uses cryptography to verify transactions instead of the bank. For the cryptocurrency is a digital money, no physical form can be redeemed for anything, and no bank controls its supply. The protocol does. So for the benefit, we have records are permanent, tracking is accurate, everything is more transparent, and cutting out middlemen reduces costs. For its applications, it's used for tech tracking supply chains, cutting travel costs, managing sustainability, sending money across borders, and give like unbanked people access to finance. For the challenges, it's like the technology is complex, regulations are still unclear, and it's also hard to implement, and there's no single agreed platform yet. So that is for Bitcoin and crypto part.
Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the GDPR. So first of all, I'll be explaining what is this thing first. So GDPR is essentially the European Union's regulation or kind of like a policy or to regulate the enterprise or any like e-commerce company that like they're taking the personal information or the data from the clients. So there's three things about the GDPR we should know. So this is the law. It's issued across the European Union in 25 May 2018. It basically had three features as we can see right here. I'll start off with protect. So it is a European regulations to codify and unify data privacy laws together to protect data securities and privacy of the citizens. So this one is essentially being established to secure data for the citizens who use like informations of these companies and like to making sure that like the information is not leaked or being misused. All companies will subject to provision if collecting any data from the customer online website. So like I said, um whenever this enterprise or companies they like taking the information, it must be acknowledged by the GDPR that, okay, this information is being collected. So second is about regulated enterprise. It is important to know, especially for the enterprise or when you're starting the e-commerce businesses, to know and comply with these laws because it's like being applied in the European Union. It is very important because in 2019, they were found out more than 90,000 data has been breached, and it's actually matched the complaints amount of the European citizen has been filed a complaint that, like, about the concern about the data being breached. And if you fail to do, you will be either getting fined, something like that. And recently, there has been about 100 organizations or company has been fined because of the failure to comply with the law. So there's approximately seven key provisions which we'll be going through from the first one on the data portabilities. So data portability is essentially means is allowing user to be able to request for data transmission to another area with free of charge. Second is about consent. It's essentially ask for the permission for the customer or clients every time they want to give out any sensitive or personal info. They must have to ask their clients every time that, like, okay, we're going to take this information. We need your consent, something like that. Third is about privacy by design. It is companies must follow GDPR's process design to try to minimize the use of personal data of the citizen as much as possible. It's essentially comply with the GDPR designs, like, or the standard. And then on the right to be forgotten, it means that, like, users have rights to ask for the companies to delete the information they gave to them if those information is no longer used or relevant from the database of the enterprise. Next is data protection officers. This means like all enterprise, like the big companies, they must have DPO or the officers to oversee or to kind of like regulate and like protect any kinds of misuse of the unauthorized data. Next is right to access. It means that, like, must allow user to check how the data is being processed or being used. That is kind of like give giving the client to see how the like personal information being used at, something like that. And last one is about breach notification. Um, the system of the enterprise must have the quick notification if the security has been breached to the users. So the user will able to, like, acknowledge that, like, the information is being breached, like kind of getting hacked or something like that. So that is pretty much it for the GDPR because it's very important when you're trying to, like, start off the e-business commerce, something like that. It's especially in European. And then now we're gonna move on to another part.
Now let's start with 8 reasons why smartphones are privacy nightmare. The first one is geo-tracking. Smartphones use GPS chips and cell tower data to track your location, which retailers and law enforcement can use to monitor your movement. Even if you disable GPS, other sensors like the accelerometer and barometer can still be used to determine your position. And the second thing is malicious apps. Many apps request unnecessary permissions, such as game asking for access to your camera or contacts to collect more data than they actually need. Even if official app stores are not perfectly safe, as hundreds of backlist malicious apps have been discovered on major platforms. The third one is Wi-Fi tracking. Stores often give you free Wi-Fi so they can watch which parts of the shop you visit. Public Wi-Fi is also unsafe because other people on the same network might try to see your data. The fourth one is limited antivirus software. While most people protect their PCs, smartphone users have much lower adoption rates for antivirus software, despite performing sensitive tasks like mobile banking. Compounding this risk, many antivirus apps installed are actually disguised malware or ineffective cleaners. The fifth one is camera spying. Hackers and security service can remotely activate your smartphone camera to watch you without your knowledge. Some advanced malware can even bypass security warnings by shrinking the camera's recording preview to a single invisible pixel. And the sixth one is microphone eavesdropping. Certain companies use your microphone to listen to ambient noise to identify the TV shows you watch and sell that data to advertisers. Furthermore, voice assistants like Siri and Google Assistant must listen constantly for weak words, which theoretically provides a path for bad actors to record private conversations. And the seventh one is lack of security patch. Many phones do not get regular safety updates to keep them protected from new threats. This leaves millions of older phones open to being hacked because their software is out of date. And the last one is beware the backdoor. Governments sometimes try to a backdoor or a secret way into phones to see all your data. It is very hard to know if your phone has one of these secret entities built into it. Let's move to the next one.
Okay, so the next one we're going to talk about is about payment system in e-commerce. Let's looking at bank payment gateway, virtual POS or virtual POS. This is a payment system that provided directly by traditional bank. It's good because money goes straight into your bank account, easy accounting, but also hard to set up, slow paperwork, have high starting cost and old software. Now, second is about virtual payment wallet. This is a modern system that act as a bridge between the customer and your bank, which have many digital wallet and online in the market. For example, PayPal are very popular and trusted, but it comes with high fee and easily block your money if a customer complain. Stripe, this is a super modern, easy to customize, but it takes about 7 days to send money to your bank. Braintree, good for mobile payment. Multi-safe, pay and high pay get for selling to other country and micro payment. Amazon Pay, good but limit, limited limited to certain countries, so some countries are not allowed to use. So forth, fast bank transfer popular in Europe. And third is about alternative payment method. Cash on delivery is when customer pay when the package arrives. Bank transfer, customer pay manually via the bank. Rechargeable card, safe for buyer but high risk for scam and zero protection for you as the seller. And finally, the last is financing. Less customer pay in monthly parts. So when you're doing e-commerce, we should not stick with only one method. We should have like a variety to uh, make customer more flexible to pay and we should choose the one that suit us the most. Okay, let's move on to the next topic, cryptocurrency in e-commerce.
Now, let's take in cryptocurrency in e-commerce. First, let's understand the basics. Cryptocurrencies are digital currencies that operate using blockchain technology, a decentralized system that records transactions securely without relying on banks or other intermediaries. Cryptocurrencies offer several benefits. They provide greater security through blockchain encryption, transparency because transaction can be verified, lower transaction fees by reducing intermediaries, and faster payments, especially for international transactions. There are several major cryptocurrencies used in e-commerce. Bitcoin is the first and most popular cryptocurrency. It is widely accepted by online stores and is often the most recommended option for businesses. Ethereum goes beyond payments by supporting smart business applications through its platform. And Litecoin is known for faster transaction confirmations, making it suitable for smaller and quicker payments. For business, accepting cryptocurrencies can create significant advantages. It allows companies to offer more payment options, attract a wider customer base, expand their global reach, and gain a competitive edge in the growing digital marketplace. Looking to the future, cryptocurrency adoption in e-commerce is expected to continue growing as digital payments become more common. Businesses are increasingly exploring innovative blockchain-based solutions to improve customer experience and transaction efficiency. And that's all for our presentation. Thank you.